Hello, Capricorn. How are you guys doing? So, the spirit animal that wants to come up and guide you guys this week is the unicorn. So, when this comes up in a reading, it means that you, the person I'm reading for, this week will be feeling very reflective in a sense that you're going to be asking yourself and maybe others a lot of questions. This is coming up when you're feeling a little bit more mystical, maybe you're questioning your spirituality, your beliefs. This is when you're asking, those deep questions and being quite curious, being open to being the student in life, whether it's spiritually and that's what you're questioning, or whether it's to do with your career path, any area of your life it could resonate in. But the unicorn is all about kind of reflecting and asking the deep questions, okay, and figuring out the deeper answers. So it's pretty powerful. It does kind of feel like you guys are having an awakening. That's usually when the unicorn comes up. So let's dive into the rest of your reading and see what else is going on for you guys this week, okay? So let's grab the other decks that we've got here for you, for my lovely Capricorns, please, Spirit. For this week, let's get a nice message for them. The Fates. All right, maybe this is what's making you question things. Maybe you're starting to see that things are aligning in a very interesting way. The Fates card comes in when fated events will be happening within this week, okay? And maybe you're able to see that. Anything else? For my lovely Capricorns. Oops. Okay, I'll take it. You have two here. You have daughter spirit, which again does seem like you are opening yourself up to the daughter spirit, mainly meaning that your intuition is going to be heightened. Like we were saying, that you're having this awakening. What's interesting about this, Capricorn, is it did come up with the DECEIT card. So maybe you guys are really challenging your beliefs, or again, maybe you're becoming a lot more aware to maybe deceitful people or deceitful events in your life that has either happened recently, could still be happening, or happened a while ago. The good thing is you're entering the daughter spirit. So I kind of like that, but it may mean that you're having to detach from anything that could come under this deceit. It could be our own ego at times. This is like the devil card in this deck. So again, like I'm not sure exactly how this will show up in your day-to-day life, but let's see what the other cards have to say. But we do have deceit here, so just be aware of that, okay? Let's see what else comes through for the lovely Capricorns. Let's grab the deck. For Capricorn, please, let's get 3 cards from this deck for this week. Prayer, okay, again, definitely connecting to your spirituality, to your beliefs, a lot more connecting to yourself, maybe even as well. For Capricorn, passion, love that. And joy. So this is really nice stuff. I like it. So I feel like, at the moment, we're still yet to figure out what that deceit could be about. But for a lot of you, it does feel like you're really kind of choosing to do what makes you passionate and not be held back by maybe the opinions of others, or maybe, again, even an ego thing. Maybe you're worried about what other people think about you. I love the passion card because not only does it mean that you are stepping into what makes you passionate and you're following that, but also that you're kind of blocking out any people or any opinions that are kind of doubting you or questioning what you're doing, or criticizing you in whatever way for whatever it is that brings you passion. This princess likes to come to the elderly homes, and she likes to read to them in her free time. But she's a princess, right? She's royalty. So people are writing about her in the newspaper down here under the chair, saying, what does she think she's doing? Who does she think she is? She thinks she's above everyone. She's doing this in her spare time. People are judging her. So what it means is maybe you guys feel judged when you're doing things that you're passionate about, or maybe you're afraid to step into, again, finding your passion or whatever it is in your life. Whether it's a career, for some of you it does feel like that. But the good thing is you're walking away from those opinions and those deceitful people, okay? If you have friends that are like making fun of you, even if they say it's just a joke, but it's triggering you a little bit, and they seem to be poking fun at you for things, like when you can tell it's not really a joke, I would say to distance yourself from people like that. Like there's a difference between a joke and just plain disrespect. This could be family members or things like that. So I think with that unicorn, it definitely feels like you're kind of seeing beyond, and you're actually asking maybe these people or these situations, whatever that deceit is, you're asking it. But why is it there? Why is this person saying certain things? Or I don't know, like you're asking deeper questions. So you also have prayer, which is a gorgeous card about getting clear about what it is that you desire here and making sure that you're specific with it. Okay. Instead of saying I want an abundance, okay, what does that mean, Capricorn? Like if you want, I want more money. Okay, well, what does that mean? $1, $2, $100, $1,000? Like what is it? You want more love, okay? But like what kind of love, like it's, some of you need to get a little bit more specific with your dreams and your goals, or just to get clear on it in general. Okay, what do you want out of life? Okay, what do you want your life to look like? Be clear on that too. And then you have beautiful joy coming through, which is great. It does feel like there is going to be something to celebrate or feel happy about this week, which is always nice, right? Like, let's see what else. Let's get you some of the Let Go Flow cards for you, Capricorn. All right, free yourself. That's interesting. You see how it jumped on top of that passion card? Right, I will show you guys. Ooh, lucky you. And let's get one more. And express yourself. So a lot of this is, I think, and by the way, unicorns are super unique, right? Super unique and almost mystical. So you guys, again, like there is that mystical element, the spiritual element that's coming through in your reading. It's also coming through within you. You're tapping into it maybe without realizing. Again, spiritual awakening, definitely. And also maybe expressing that uniqueness, showing up as yourself and no longer hiding your uniqueness and who you are and what you enjoy and what you like to do, and what you want. Okay, so all of that stuff's coming through. You have free yourself. It's time to make a decision. Follow your heart. Sometimes screaming helps. If you're feeling stuck and if you're feeling frustrated, sometimes screaming really does help. Like it's releasing some kind of blocked energy or feeling. So definitely free yourself from any opinions from people around you, any ego or anything to do with that deceit or anything that's holding you back. You have lucky you. Luck is on your side this week. You are protected. Nothing can hold you back. Love that. And then you have express yourself. Communication is key. Talk about it. Reach out. So some of you, there could be some important conversations this week or things that you might need to say this week as well that they're calling for you to communicate. So let's dive into your tarot cards for Capricorn, please, Spirit, for the Capricorns. Let's get some cards out for them. Ooh, that Seven of Swords did come through. 5 of Cups, 7 of Swords. So this does feel like there's been some disappointment. 7 of Swords, if it's external, absolutely can represent deceit. Sneaky people, secretive people. 7 of Cups coming through. The Moon, what the hell are you guys experiencing? Beautiful. Okay, that's a good sign. In the middle of your reading, you have the Star, which is all about healing, vulnerability, connecting with yourself and the world around you. She's giving back to, I'll show you in a second, but she's giving back to the world around her. Okay, so some of you maybe like humanitarianism stuff is something that you could be doing at this time or being called to do, or again just giving to yourself at this time. You have the Magician, which I love. All right, 3 more please, and then we'll talk about it. Eee, look at how that jumped up on top of prayer. Remember how I said to you, it's so important to get clear on what you want, and maybe that's something that you need to express too, because when the Ace of Swords is reversed, it represents that there is a lack of truth, a lack of honesty, or a lack of clarity in a situation. So Spirit's just telling you here, they are unsure about what you want, because you might be unsure about what you want. So again, it's a really good idea to ask yourselves those questions like the unicorn was saying earlier. Just dive deep into things, Right. I'm going to put this in the upright. Let's see, one more. And the Knight of Swords. All right, determination, all that kind of stuff, which I feel like is quite nice. Especially as you can see here, we're going from a state of confusion and illusion. Again, pay attention to the people around you who could be pulling the wool over your eyes. All right, and what that saying means is that people could be doing things behind your back, or they're doing things and then gaslighting you that they're not doing it, kind of covering your vision, right? Whatever. You're going to be protected, so I wouldn't worry. You have Fates here, which always is my card of feeling protected. All right, feeling like the universe is on your side. And you have luck on your side too, which is always great. Right, let's dive in, shall we? So we're going to clarify these as well, because why not? 5 of Cups, some sort of disappointment. This could be something that you're experiencing already. Maybe lately you've been a bit more pessimistic. Your feelings have been all over the place because maybe you've been reflecting on some negativity, some things that have happened here. Because you also have the 7 of Swords here and the Moon, it does feel like there is some secrets going on, okay? So just pay attention to your surroundings. If you're having a gut feeling, absolutely trust it. Okay, just because you do have a lot of this kind of secretive, sneaky energy. Now, for a lot of you, it could be you running away from your own truth. That could be what the sneaky or deceitful energy is. It doesn't have to be people around you. If you don't resonate with it being people around you, maybe it's a good idea to ask yourself if you're staying true to who you are, and your uniqueness and who you are as a person and what you believe in, or are you kind of, avoiding that? I always see the Seven of Swords as kind of being a bit, running away from responsibilities or self-sabotaging in some way, which does seem like it's leading to some kind of disappointment or upset feelings. All right, the moon being here as well, again, a card of illusion, delusion, or sometimes it's feeling lost, or again, things being quite hidden. Sometimes it does come up in a reading though, when there's a lot of deep feelings that are coming up. The moon is kind of like ruled by Cancer, and I always say Cancer signs are very deep feelers. So you could have a lot of deep feelings here and feeling quite lost or confused. The good thing about this card, it does kind of give you some advice that the best thing to do right now is to keep moving forward in the direction that you need to go. And if you don't know, then it's really good time to get clear on what you want and to, pray about it. And to just move away from this energy, because either there's something in your environment that does make you feel quite lost or confused, or maybe it's the opinions and the, interference of others. I always see this card as a loud card. It feels like there's too much going on and it's not helping you to get clarity. So you'll get clarity out of this situation, okay? So whether it's an environment that you need to stay away from or people you need to stay away from, this is not going to bring you clarity. It almost looks like here, because the moon and the stars always come out at night, so this kind of feels like the same the same vibes, but of course very different. It's almost like when she's out here on her own, away from maybe, I kind of feel like some of you can sense that something is going to happen, and maybe it's to do with somebody else, in their life. I'm seeing two towers here. I don't see them as your towers. Maybe it's something that you can see to do with two people around you, okay? Like maybe they're going through their own towers, or maybe you've been trying to help people. I am sensing that for some of you. Maybe you're trying to help people to avoid their own tower moments. And one thing I would say here is like you can't change people, right? And especially if people are kind of caught up in their own bad habits, kind of clouded way of thinking and stuff. Like you've done all that you can in some situations. Some people just have to figure it out the hard way, unfortunately. Because with that moon energy, it feels like something around you is worrying you, or it's blocking you from healing or moving forward. But anyway, again, still not completely sure what you guys are going through. The star card is great because it is all about healing. All right, spending some time within your own energy, which I love. Vulnerability, giving back to the world around you. Some of you do need some reflection time. Take some time out for yourself to really give to yourself, to spend some time out in nature and to get clear on your goals, right? The star card is wish fulfillment. So whatever it is you're desiring, you will have. But again, like we said, we might need to get clear on it. Pray for it, connect with the universe about it. Because you then have the gorgeous magician over here, which is all about manifesting. You have everything that you need right now, believe it or not, to manifest the things that you desire. All right, a lot of the time, you don't have the quest card here, but I feel like a lot of us do struggle from time to time to feel like we are able to achieve our dreams and goals, because sometimes they can seem so far out of reach. And when you're going through some struggles and difficult times where you feel like you're in a lack, of something, or it's scarcity of something, we feel like, it's completely out of reach, or something that's going to happen in years' time. When you realize you have everything that you need within you already, and maybe around you already too, that's when you can really align yourself to manifest a lot quicker, okay? It's like understanding there is an infinite amount of possibilities and opportunities out there for you, okay? And just because it doesn't seem realistic doesn't mean it won't happen, okay? Just because you have prayer here in the fates, the universe is listening, all right? So when you're clear on what it is that you desire, and you connect with yourself more, and you connect to things that bring you joy and passion this week, you're absolutely going to feel more aligned to it. You're going to start to see things kind of falling into place here in a very fated way to align with your dreams and goals and your manifestations. All right. So again, maybe you've been upset lately. Maybe you've been feeling like you've been avoiding responsibilities or deceiving yourself, or been around some toxic people. That's been making you feel lost, confused. Maybe you've been a little bit uncertain about the options ahead of you as well. Feel like maybe you've been making the wrong decisions lately. Maybe that's an internal point of view or perspective. But I feel like when you kind of take a step away from the moon and start to heal yourself in any way, being more open and vulnerable with yourself, connecting with a good community, because it's Aquarius energy, 11th house, it's your social circle is important for you, then you're able to actually get clear and to manifest and to believe that you're worthy, right? The magician absolutely believes that he is capable of anything, okay? And that these tools that he has in front of him is all that he needs to bring whatever he's visualizing into reality. All right. Then you have the Knight of Pentacles, which is all about slow, steady movement forward. You guys could be getting some sort of job offer, or maybe this is something that you're just focusing on at the moment. The great thing is it's a knight, which represents movement. So movement in terms of your finances, or movement in terms of your progress in life, whatever it is to you, because sometimes I see this as like personal development, like, you know, whether it's your habits that you're changing or you're making slow and steady movement and improvement in your life. It's slow, it's steady, but it's solid, okay, which is great, all right, for you. And again, it could be an offer, an opportunity. You also have the Ace of Swords, so truth will be revealed this week. That's very important, especially because you have that unicorn over here being your spirit animal. It does feel like you're really kind of reflecting a lot, okay? You're really kind of asking the deep questions. And I think because of that, and that connecting to yourself, connecting to your dreams, connecting to your belief system, having a spiritual awakening, you're really going to find some clarity. If not within this week, you're working on it, okay? So Ace of Swords is also victory. There is a crown here. All right, and there is some truth, clarity, enlightenment, maybe information or a message coming away that's really going to give you some form of victory. If you see where it's placed, it's under the Seven of Swords. After healing from maybe some deceit in your life, some self-sabotage, or maybe some selfish people around you who, you know, again, whatever they've been doing here, it's betrayal or anything like that. Once you're healing from it, focusing on yourself and your inner world, then you're able to get the clarity that you need to move forward. It's also a new beginning, which is great. Then you're the Knight of Swords, which feels like you're taking that truth somewhere that's aligned to that manifestation of yours. So one thing about this is don't rush too far ahead that you forget to consider all the information. But this is a really good card for fast movement and kind of, it feels like you're taking this truth or this clarity, this answer that maybe you're getting about what it is that you desire or deserve. And that's what you're taking forward. So a lot of great things coming through. I'm just going to quickly go through and clarify all of this stuff and see what else we got for you guys this week, okay? We have lucky you, and I feel like that actually is coming through with the star, and the star reminds me of the fates as well because the stars all over it too. So it's like a lot of dreams coming true. So the Five of Cups, what's causing disappointment for Capricorns at this time? The Empress, and that's coming through with the express yourself. So for some of you, it could be a mother figure. Okay, it could be something about a mother figure that's making you feel quite disappointed. Some of you, it could be feeling unworthy. That could be what it is. Because the Empress is all about love and compassion, and maybe you guys haven't been giving that to yourself, or maybe your mother hasn't been giving it to you lately, or people around you haven't been giving that to you, and maybe that's been making you feel upset. The Empress doesn't need external validation, right? She knows her worth regardless of what's going on around her. Like, she holds herself to that standard always. So for a lot of you, if other people aren't giving you love or abundance, then give it to yourself. All right, because from there we start to, our inner world, our outer world can be a reflection of our inner world. So that could be quite good to focus on yourself and your love and connect to yourself and maybe actually bring something to life here. The Empress always reminds me of what she's pregnant, right? So it's like bringing something to life. So it could be a really good time to bring an idea to life, focus on yourself and bring yourself to life. That could be what you're, bringing, birthing. That's the words I want to use for some reason. And also trusting in your gut instincts moving forward is going to be very important. Okay, no longer pushing yourself to anyone else's level and just holding yourself to a higher standard is quite good. All right, then we have the Seven of Swords. So what is the Seven of Swords about? The Emperor, that's interesting. Could be a father figure. The Emperor could be anyone. It's usually like a masculine energy. Could be a boss, for example. Seven of Swords and the Emperor. This could be feeling like you've not been in control of your life, and other people may have been in control of your life, or have been, you know, again, maybe it's selfish people who take action without asking your opinion on it, or again, people trying to be controlling of your life, manipulative maybe even as well, could be what it's about, but it's going to be very different for everybody. If it's external, those are the things that I would say is examples. If it's internal, again, the Emperor is all about taking control. But because of the Seven of Swords is here, maybe you've been moving in the wrong direction or making the wrong decisions that have been disempowering rather than empowering. So again, the Empress and the Emperor is really about balancing your divine feminine and divine masculine energies. Okay, it's all about compassion and love and strength and vulnerability and listening to your body and what your gut is trying to say and what your body is saying to you. So connecting with yourself and also connecting to the life around you and taking control of that. You know, there's a fierceness with both of the Emperor and the Empress. So for a lot of you, it's kind of about, again, taking control of your life after deceit or after self-sabotage. Then you have the Seven of Cups. Let's see what that's about. The Two of Wands. So again, this is a bit of confusion about your future here. The Two of Wands is like telling me that you do want to expand, you do want to grow. There are things that you do desire, but the Seven of Cups is like there's a bit of confusion or maybe too many options. So again, with prayer that we had earlier, they want you to get clear on it. Maybe your things are kind of contradicting each other a little bit at the moment, or you aren't quite sure what it is that you want. This is a really good week to, again, get back that control. All right, connect to yourself, connect to your dreams. Could be very important to really observe and maybe to research some things. What do you want? Go on Pinterest and get a visualization board or something. It doesn't have to be major things. It can be something as simple as the kind of clothes you want to wear moving forward, a different style that you want for yourself. Or like, I really feel like there is some sort of self-discovery going through, which kind of makes sense with the spiritual awakening as well. Like maybe you've really felt a bit unaligned or not yourself. You know, maybe again, you just feel like you've not really been living your life. You've been living a life. Does that make sense? So this is a good time to get clear on that. Okay, moving forward, you are going to be more and more yourself, but you're kind of going through the awakening of realizing that maybe I've not been myself, you know. But anyway, let's carry on. Let's see with the moon. Why is the moon here? Seven of Cups again. So again, confusion, illusions at times, maybe too many options. So this kind of is the same message as what we had over there with the Seven of Cups. So there could be a lot of confusion around you. Sometimes, again, you just need to take a little bit of a break from thinking about things or feeling things, connecting to yourself. Anything that helps you to detach from it, even temporarily, could be helpful to you so you can find clarity elsewhere. Let's see what the star is here for, because I feel like the star is going to be important piece of advice. The world, well, it's like a brand new beginning here. The star in the world does kind of represent sometimes fame and fortune for some. So if that's what you're desiring, it's quite good for a healing and having a new beginning as well. Like it's a rebranding. It's like a restarting. It's like a clean slate moving forward. Okay. Because again, star is wish fulfillment and the world is a new beginning and it's new cycles. So maybe a wish for you guys is to end a certain chapter of your life and to have a completely different one. But either way, there is healing and a new beginning, completely releasing an old way of being or an old chapter of your life so that you can move forward. What else can I get from that? It's also, the world is also my glow up card. So it really does feel like when you strip yourself down and really get to the deeper layers of yourself, really understanding what you want out of life or what's important to you or who's important to you, really is where you kind of have this new beginning. Why is the Magician here for Capricorn? The Tower card. All right, which is, it's truth, it's clarity, it's divine intervention here. And when it's paired with the Magician, again, some of you, if you are dealing with somebody who's a bit deceptive, you are going to be figuring them out. Something is going to happen. Like the Tower can be, again, like enlightenment or a divine situation that happens through the universe. Like something comes along your path, for example, and you find out somebody's been lying, as an example for that, okay? Because with the Tower in that situation, you will find out who is for you and who is not, who's been, painting themselves to be somebody that they're not, when deep down, they're just faking it. Because magicians kind of have tips and tricks within themselves, behind closed doors. So anyway, but also the Tower, if it's you, really does represent that maybe there is a fated situation that happens here this week that kind of helps with the manifestation. This could be where that joy is coming through. It feels like you're connecting to spirit here, calling upon spirit maybe even as well with that Tower card, and it does feel like the Tower is going to happen. It feels like the magician is like holding that wand up to the sky, and then a lightning strike comes down at the same time, like because of what. So I don't know what you're doing. It feels like you're manifesting something, or an energy is coming from you that's causing a little bit of destruction in your surroundings, but it could be just enlightenment. It could be clarity. It feels like there is an aftermath of this. I don't know how to explain it to you, but I hope you guys understand this. Like the universe is responding to your calling, by the way. That's what it means on a very general level. Whatever it is that you guys are doing, I don't know. But the Tower is a bit of, it is transformation, right? It's destruction. The Tower is falling apart. It's been hit by lightning, right? So whether it's just truth or clarity, understanding who you are and what it is that you want to manifest, that causes like a destruction in your surroundings. It doesn't have to be bad destruction. The Tower really is like clearing the space for you. It could just be a fated situation happening, like a job opportunity, for example, that changes things, right? That's where the destruction is, but it doesn't have to be bad destruction. All right. Anyway, moving forward, what else do we have for you guys? The Knight of Pentacles with the Five of Swords. So Five of Swords usually is like feeling defeated, but the Knight of Pentacles, as I said, is slowly moving forward. And I kind of feel like this combination is about learning from past mistakes, learning from decisions that you've had, maybe that you wish that you did differently in the past, or learning through your defeats. So instead of letting it get to you, like that Five of Cups we had over here, and making it, feeling a little bit down on yourself, like, oh, I'm crap and all that kind of stuff, because the Empress tells me again it's a lack of self-worth here. So maybe when things do go wrong and you do feel defeated, you dwell on it a bit. So the Knight of Pentacles, sorry about my phone going off, kind of feels like you're actually starting to learn from these things that are happening, and you're starting to see things differently now and in a better way. Like instead of letting it get to you and dwelling on it, like maybe you did in the past, you're understanding, okay, there is a lesson here and I can move forward with this. I don't know, it's just like finally there's movement. Let's see what the Ace of Swords is saying. The Devil here, and now it's reversed how it came up. So again, the Devil energy, the deceit, remember how they were both like this? It feels like there has been a devil in your life, but it's something that you are kind of, again, understanding what it is. The Devil in this deck, in the Light Seer's deck, actually is about things that are playing with your mind. It could be fears that are getting in the way, again, a bit of ego that's been, keep holding you back, tying you down. Maybe a closed-mindedness can sometimes be that. The truth is coming through, enlightenment is coming through, clarity is coming through, what's been holding you back so that you can move forward, okay? Then we have the, hold on. Right, then you have the, what do you call it? The Knight of Swords. What is this about? The King of Swords. So absolutely building a strategy and moving forward. Some of you could receive communication from an air sign. Maybe that's something you've been wanting. I'm not quite sure. But again, it seems like you're building a strategy and absolutely chasing after it once you have this truth and enlightenment, okay? All right, my angels, and manifesting things, you're chasing after a dream or a goal or your passion or joy, whatever it is to you. All right, my angels, I hope this has been helpful to you. I wish you guys all the best. Thank you for being here. Make sure you like and subscribe if you enjoy these readings, and I will see you guys next time.